Yo, welcome to a special episode today. Today, I'm going to introduce you to somebody who has an amateur fight record of 110 and 5, two-time
110 and 5?
and 5, two-time amateur national champion, three-time Golden Globe, a pro record of 44 wins, 10 losses, 30 KOs, my boy. Hey, he won the IBF title, he won a WBO title, and he's the undisputed welterweight champion, knocking out Corey Spinks. Let me tell you. He's also the Ohio State Hall of Fame. He's in the New York State Boxing Hall of Fame. He's in the New Jersey State Boxing Hall of Fame, and soon to be International Boxing Hall of Fame. Hey, yo, show your love to Super Zab Judah.
No, that's crazy.
Thank you.
You
That was
fought,
worth it.
yo, 110 to 5?
Yeah, I was actually 115 wins and 115 fights and 5 losses.
I have one question. Them 5 dudes, did you get your leg back?
No, no, put nobody back.
Man, look, look. I also left out. This is Brooklyn's own, okay? Brooklyn's own Zab Judah. Let's put that out there. Let them know where you're from. You know what I mean? So, man, I always say this: you can't tell the story. You can't tell a story of boxing without saying Zab Judah. You can't be an undisputed champ and a linear champ without saying Zab. You can't tell the story without you. So let us know, how did you get your start?
At the age of 5 years old, my dad started training us. I have a big family. I got 10 brothers and 4 sisters. And my father started the boys out, and I think it was like 5 of us older, and he started us out in boxing. And I started at 5, learning. 6 years old, a tournament came up called the Kid Gloves. You know what I'm saying? It was a New York City tournament called the Kid Gloves, and we enrolled in it, and with the grace of God, I won that year, and that was the beginning of Zab Judah. And I was 6 years old then. So from 6 years old to 18 is my amateur career, and then from 18 to 41, that's my professional career. So in between there, I never done nothing else. I never played no other sports. I never did nothing else. Boxing was my life.
Wow,
and I'm
that's
only
incredible.
48.
Hold on, only 48 though?
Only 48.
I'm just 48, and I retired at 41. Yeah. So.
Hey, yo, look. Pause when I say this, brother. You look great. You know what I'm saying? For a dude that fought 110 million fights, bro, and you ain't got CTE or none of that. That's diabolical, bro. I gotta give you props. Hey, yo, man, my bigger brother is he's a fan of you, bro. Like he like my first person that I ever watched was Mike Tyson. The second person that I was into was Zab Judah. You dig what I'm saying? So my brother got some questions for you, man. Ron, what you got for him?
Yeah, for sure. So in boxing at this time, we see a lot of people with the father-son dynamic. I'm not sure. I know your father's always around. I'm not sure if he trained you, but if your father did train you, what do you think about the father-son dynamic? Do you think it helps? Do you think it hurts? Like, does it give you more, emboldenedness to go get it? Like, what's your opinion on that?
Well, it's a blessing when it's done right. When it's done right, it's the greatest combination that any say trainer combination has ever put together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times, so when ego gets involved, sometimes that dominates over the relationship with the father and son relationships. You know what I'm saying? So, but whenever you find a father and son that's able to withstand that and work through that, because me and my father, we worked through it. We was probably first and one of the top ones that did it. You know what I'm saying? So, back in our timeline. Yeah, we're gonna get into it from time to time because he's gonna say stuff that I'm like, whoa, you forgot about. I'm Zab Judah. I'm a grown man now. Huh?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got my own over here. You can't just talk about my pops. If you know my pops, he's a 9th degree black belt in Shotokan Jiu-Jitsu, a 3-time kickboxing 3-time kickboxing world champion in kickboxing, and he's just a non bullshit guy. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
so,
Like,
so you learned some of that shit in your boxing, like you
yes.
incorporated it in your shit.
So, and my story is, yes, I learned the martial arts early, but I like the boxing part thing. So you know how we got in the tournament, and I had this fast kid. He was sharp, point, point and stop, point and stop. So I'm like, I got frustrated. They hit one, 1, 2, 3, knocked him out, and that was it. That was the end of my karate. Like, they said,
Yo,
you boxing.
hey, yo, this is crazy. You're doing this. Cause my brother Rome right here taught me that one move that you just did, the little bong bong, like no,
Yeah,
it's the straight and then bong. I used to kill people with that all the time, yo.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they didn't understand, like while everybody's going up here, I'm doing the little shoulder roll, like, all right, cool. Y'all want to do this? All right, cool. Cause we biracial from the 80s, so we had to fight. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Right.
you know what I mean? We wasn't accepted by the whites or the blacks. To the white people, we were the N-word. To the black people, we were Mexicans. So we ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yo, man, I seen an interview, right, that I think you did with somebody. I think it was Vlad or somebody. That Mike Tyson pulled up on your block, man, as a kid, man. Tell me how that was, like, because that's like my favorite boxer of all time, man. Like, did you have that same, like stardom when you seen him? Like, you know what I mean? Or did that influence you to be Zab Judah, who you are today?
I was a young kid. My dad had a relationship with Mike from the neighborhood Brownsville. I'm born and raised in Brownsville, so I didn't know Mike Tyson. How the hell I'm gonna know Mike? My father knew Mike. My father and Mike was cool. One night, long story short, fast. One night it was like wee hours in the morning. My father bust in the room. We always remember these time and time when he busting at these kind of hours, we in trouble. Somebody done did something, somebody didn't clean up, something messed up, you know what I mean? He bust in their room, wake everybody, get up, in the living room now. We're like, oh shit. We get in the living room, Mike Tyson. He's like, oh, so I was like, oh, Mike. So I'm like, yo, I used to stutter really, really, really bad, and I still stutter. And so I'm trying to tell him, Mike Tyson, I'm gonna be champion of the world. I'm like, all right. So I'm gonna be champion of the world, He said, calm down. He said, just keep working hard and stay focused, and you will be world champion of the world. But he didn't realize the type of information that was being portrayed when he said those words to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said that, but it perceived to me different. It was like, everything is stopped and said, yes, this is meant for you, and I'm passing the torch down to you. And that's how I received it as, Mike told me I can be champion of the world. That's it. I'm destroying everybody.
Yeah, you're goated from there.
And I kept that mentality in my head the whole way up the line. And you know what I'm saying? With him, with the guidance of Pernell Whitaker, you know what I'm saying? We're watching the marvelous Marvin Hagler fights and watching Sugar Ray Robinson. I put together Zab Super Judah.
Man,
I like that.
Zab Super Judah. I love that. I love that.
Thank you.
When you first started your professional career, correct me if I'm wrong, you went like 14-0 before you ran into your first stop.
Yeah. No. You're wrong. So I got my first loss was Costa. My first loss was Costa Zoo. I was 28, 27 or 28 fights. And then I ran into my first loss.
So after that, because I mean, you were dominating at that point. Like, you were untouchable.
I went from pro debut to 27 before I received my first loss.
So how receiving that loss, how did you recover from that being, unstoppable?
People knowing the length of the timeline of that, and then knowing my amateur history, I wasn't used to losing. And then number two, this is my first loss. I went down, and people always say, you should have stayed down. You got up too fast. And I always tell them this. At what point of boxing do you ever get a class on being knocked out?
Wow.
That's diabolical. Yeah, that's right.
Who teaches who how to not? So how do I know how to fall? It's that kind that say you get hit with the left, you fall this way, or you know what I mean? You uppercut, you fall frontwards. You know, there is no class for that. There is nothing for that. So when you get hit, that's real timing, real life shit what people are seeing. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because my brother ain't teach me how to get up. He definitely didn't. He ain't teach me how to get up.
I said, who you had, man? They'll teach you. What happens when I get hit? What do I do now? You know what I'm
Yeah, right. Somebody drop my sippy cup. I can't get back up. Like it's over with.
Hey, let me ask this. The sport of boxing in 2026, we don't have a lot of like respect for it because of the dirty judges in the game. Have you ever felt like you have been robbed? Do you feel like the sport of boxing is fixed? If you can't talk about that, I understand. But I gotta ask you, you know, as a boxing lover, how do you feel about them judges? And what's the worst robbery you ever seen?
Probably the worst robbery I've seen was me. Any loss that I ever had was 100% robbery. You know what I'm saying?
I respect it. I respect the shit out of that.
Them niggas came up guns blazing, baby. They was guns blazing. They was brother.
Hey, yo, I don't think that caused the zoo fight should have been stopped, yo. That's just me.
That was the first loss.
Yeah, that's the first loss.
That was the first loss, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's crazy. So yeah, how you feel about the judges, like the you know what I'm saying, what my brother was asking.
You can't push it. He might not be able to tie. He still do business.
Yeah,
he might not be able to. Yeah, he still do business. He might not be able to.
Facts. We don't want to do that.
Moving along.
We don't want to stop. Nobody check.
But I want to say shout out to referee, Hall of Fame referee Kenny Bellis. He did come out recently right now. He did say if that fight was judged right, that was 100% disqualification when Roger Mayweather stepped in the ring. So if that is somehow that changes the trajectory of the whole TVE Mayweather train 50-0. It changes.
That's right.
Hey, bro, but when they first announced that fight, you and Diego Corrales was the only people that even had a chance. Period. So when they announced that fight and they said you was fighting them, man, the fighting fans was on their feet. We don't know. Zab might get him. Like Zab got them hands. He's fast. He got the footwork. Like y'all was the only people with a chance, man.
Listen, man, Floyd's a phenomenal fighter, man. Phenomenal fighter, phenomenal intelligence, radar detective like a movement with defense. He's a brilliant fighter inside the ring. You know what I'm saying? He's a great strategist. You know, he knows how to adjust just like this. You know what I'm saying? Taking that from him, man. He's a great guy, a great opponent. We did something 20 years ago that today I still have huge arguments about. You know what I'm saying? You don't realize this was 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you have something like that you can hold on to and have in your career. I mean, that's a beautiful thing. I mean, somewhere along the line you did something right.
Yeah, because all due respect. In the beginning, you was on his bumper. I ain't gonna lie. He was on his bumper. Yeah. Was on his bumper.
Pause. Yeah. Major pause.
Yeah, my bad, Wody. I ain't mean to. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me ask you this question. With that being said, following up with that Floyd, I understand that he does exhibitions. Would you do an exhibition with Floyd today?
I mean, of course. Why not? I feel like we had one of the most controversial, deciding factor fights in the boxing timeline of the last 20, 30 something years. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, why not? Especially, and if they say it's exhibition, then let's have some fun.
I think you could get a big bag out of that. I might have to.
Absolutely.
I might have to spam this, like tag Floyd Mayweather in it. Hey, Zab said, you know what I mean? Come get this bag, man.
Yeah,
straight up.
It's my bro though. It's friendly warfare. Remember this.
Of course.
We are pugilists of the sport, top pugilists of the sport. How do
Right.
you accommodate anybody in this sport? Is you gotta fight them to make the money. There's no other way to make money in boxing besides fight each other, right? So if you my brother,
Absolutely.
you say you my brother, then that's the justice. You helping me and my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping you and your family because if the event doesn't happen, if we don't got an A side and a B side, we don't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? So two guys got to tangle for the money to be made. So if
Mm,
Right.
you my friend, that's the best way to repay your friend back, right, guys?
that's a
Yes, sir.
fact.
That's a fact.
Hey, help him get a bag, Floyd.
Yeah,
Help him
that's the
get a
best thing
bag.
you can do. Facts.
We ain't saying like that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. If you feel it's justifiable and it's right, then we'll get it done. If it's not in his likings or in his favor, it's okay. We still cool. You know what I'm saying? Let's
Understood.
keep it moving. I mean,
Right.
that was 20 years ago. We throw water in it. It's gonna be other gentlemen out there that we can put the situation on, and it even be a great situation too. Of course. So
Mm.
I'm looking
So
forward to it. 2026. Zab Judah's in shape. Zab Judah's ready to go. So let's go.
I
okay,
like that.
okay.
I like that. I like
So you
that.
saying age 41 wasn't the stop of Zab Judah? So did he go somewhere? He all right? You there?
I think he got a phone call or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Give him 1 second, y'all. Sorry about that.
Because man, well, I want to see what he feels about this Jake Paul and Netflix.
Mm. Yeah, that's a good
There we
question.
go.
That's a good question.
Welcome back. All right, cool. You back. So my question is, because 41 wasn't if that's not the stop, and Zab Judah is still in boxing shape. How do you feel about Jake Paul and Netflix pay-per-views and things like that? Is it building up boxing? Is it a place for older fighters to go to really display the skill they still have?
Yes, I think it's definitely a great platform for people still displaying their talent and doing what they want to do. You're gonna have boxing, which is a traditional sport that's never gonna go nowhere. The traditional fighting aspect of boxing, that component is always gonna be there. But then what about, like you said, these guys that's what I'm saying, beyond and past and over the lump that say, you know what, I'm still feeling good right now. I'm feeling better than I felt when I retired. Let me figure this out and jump back in there. Now you can match these kind of guys up. You know what I'm saying? To figure out who's the king of the retired guys. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Whether you should hang it up, or you just hung it up to get it up. You know what I mean? So
Oh, and
I'm
that's a t-shirt. That's a
I'm
t-shirt.
down. Yeah, I'm down for the challenge. Let's go.
Hey, yo,
So
so go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
so who would be your dream match? Like, right now, Ace, come see me. I didn't get a chance to fight you, or it was something unsettled. Who would you want to see?
Nah, unfortunately, in my career, I don't have nobody that I was like unfinished business with, or like I always wanted to fight it. Nah, I mean, whoever fought me during the timeline, that's who the Most High design was supposed to happen with. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it'd just be a lot of fun and entertainment on this one.
Mm.
But I'm gonna take it
Understood.
serious though. Everybody know how to fight. I only know how to fight one way. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So
Hey, look, you can't play boxing.
you can't play boxing.
Go ahead, Ron.
Go ahead.
All right. So let's talk errors right now. You know what I'm saying? In
Mhm.
your error when you fought, man, you always had facial expressions. You was trying to get somebody out of there. You was trying to hurt them. You could see it on your face. Nowadays, these people are hiding behind the sweet signs. We all know the sweet signs is hit and not be hit. But do you feel like these boys really don't have that heart? That's all about the money and it's not about the victory. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I commend them. They figured out a way to take less punishment and make more money.
Mm,
Anytime you figure out that dynamics, yes, you should be accommodated for it. You know what I'm saying? So I commend them. In our era, it wasn't about that. It wasn't about no money. It was about mano a mano. Who the toughest? Who got the most heart? And they'll break you off something nice. You know what I'm saying? It was that.
Right,
Now
right.
they switched it around and said, wait a minute, it's about the money. I'm gonna bring the skill. I can either bring full skills or half the skills, but you gotta have that big bag. So I definitely admire those guys that figure out the system and figure out the glitch that was in it, and these guys are definitely getting paid. So I mean, you know what I'm saying. I mean, that's definitely a great thing because remember back in our day, we had a lot of fighters to retire and retire out and finish out broke. You know what I'm saying? Bad. But now these
Yeah.
guys are making astronomical money. People don't. There's fighters that's already crossed the $100 million mark line. You know what I'm saying? Like in one night. So anytime somebody's able to figure out that component of how to make $100 million and better in one night, you broke the code. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to you.
Right.
Definitely the Da Vinci Code, without a doubt. Like, shoot.
So like I said, Jake Paul, and those guys that's doing that, man, I tip my hat off to them guys, man. They broke the code in a short period of time. You know what I'm saying? I got way more upteen years than Jake Paul, and I haven't made nowhere near what Jake Paul has made in the game. How he came in the game and served justice. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I just feel like, okay, so even with the Jake Paul situation, wouldn't it make sense to come get legendary people like you and other people to get on these platforms to you know, kind of like upkeep y'all, because without y'all there is no them. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I think that they have a great board that they put together and a great staff and everything about the fight they're doing. I think that my opportunity probably wasn't presented as it is now, as I presented it now. It probably wasn't presented before like that, so that's probably why they never thought to be like Zab. Nah, it's like think about it. Nah. So, but now I think that let's just see. Let's stop and see, man.
Yeah.
I love the game. I've been in the game from a kid. The game is what I know. You know what I'm saying, from a baby. So,
Hey, I got one more question. Out of your boxing tenure, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, out of the 100 million gazillion people you done fought, who hit you the hardest? Who was like that dude? Like, ooh, like, you know how you get, like, you fighting somebody and he don't look so crazy, but he hits you,
Right.
and be like, ooh, hold up, yo, like, I didn't expect that. Who was that for you?
Lucas Matisse.
Mm.
Lucas Matisse. Look him up. Monster. So I beat him when he was 28-0 with 27 knockouts. I gave him his first loss. That was the record he had coming into the fight. He was a monster. He was a monster.
He hit hard like that, though?
He's known to K people, yeah.
He hit hard.
Yeah.
Listen, round one start, my hands is up. He shoot the jab at me. I flip to the side. He hit me in my chest right here and sent like a wave through my body, like, ooh. I said, what the fuck was that? Like, that shit, yeah, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck was that? All right, cool. So maybe I'm like, all right, cool, with the first round. Maybe my mind tripping. Now remember, this is the first seconds. My mind probably tripping. Let's do it again. We do it again. We come back out. I flip. He hit me the same shot. I realized the game plan that I had for 11 weeks of coming forward, slipping, and then counter and then counter punching back. That's not it. This nigga hit too hard. 25 seconds. We changing the whole game plan now. I changed the game plan that fast. Going backwards, flipping and countering. No coming forward. No way, you can't. This nigga hit too hard. You know, it's like running into a Lamborghini full flat. Boom. So I said, nope, I got to box him. And I boxed him 12 rounds and I beat him. But
Wow.
he was the hardest punching guy that I've ever faced in boxing.
You said something incredible right there to me, right? You said, hey, I trained for however many months, right? And then realized round 2, round 3, I have 25 seconds to change my approach and make an adjustment. To me,
round one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's everything that we worked for, everything that we worked towards, I had to change right now.
11 weeks. 11 weeks of training.
Man, that's a long time, and to change it, say, you know what, it's not working. That takes some guts.
Hit too hard.
How many times have you had to do that in matches?
Nah. That was the one and only time that I ever had to make that kind of adjustment. I mean, he hit that hard, bro. I was like, come forward, not me. Not today. Not today, baby.
He said, not me. Not on
No,
duty. Not on duty.
no,
This jab and move backwards and slip and dip. You know what I'm saying?
they call that pain compliance. That's what they call that.
Yeah,
He said, "Not on duty. Not on duty."
I'm not even ashamed to say that. I'm not even ashamed. I mean, that was real talk. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
some people just hit that hard. Like you see the dude right here with them glasses that look like he about to swim. He hit like a brick house, yo. He hit a dude 3 times and made it look like he hit him 10,000. Mom came back to school, knocked like all of his teeth out. He got put on probation for it. Then all of a sudden, the mom came down like, "Oh, they killed my son! They killed my son!" Like, lady, they only hit you 3 times. Hit him 3 times. Like, you got like
to the kids that's watching, we do not condone violence.
we don't. Not at all. Not at all.
Don't
Not
do
at all.
that.
No,
You know what I
not
mean?
at
Get in the
all.
boxing ring like Zab Super Judah did.
Facts.
He's the role model.
100%.
I'm just telling you what we did as kids, but we don't respect that, no doubt. But
Yeah.
go ahead, Ron. What's the question you
Yeah.
had?
So did you I'm trying to remember if I got it right, because sometimes boxing blend when you watch so many fights. You fought Mickey Rourke, right?
Yes.
And was that before Arturo Gotti fought him, or was that after?
This was in 1998.
So that was after, right?
That was before, way
That
before.
before. That before. Yeah.
So was
The 2000s, way later.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Was he the journeyman that everybody say he was? Because like that fight, like in history, or Arturo Gotti Mickey Rourke, like do you feel like he was like he could take a hit like that?
Well, this was before all of that, so he was still fresh. He was still fresh, a bunch of fights earlier, and he was that's when he was known to hitting the guy with the liver shot and stopping him.
Yeah.
With the liver shot to the body.
Yeah.
That's the shot that he hit me with too. Yeah, he hit me with it.
Mm.
It wasn't
So-
good.
Is that like the worst? Is that like the worst shot you can get hit with? Because I know a lot of people get hit in their face, their chest, their arm. You know what I'm saying? Stomach. You know what I mean? Kidney and all. Like, where is the worst place to get hit at as a boxer?
Well, I can't tell you where the worst place to get hit as a boxer, but I can tell you what place with the worst place I ever got hit was to the body by Mickey Ward, the liver shot, and that was no good. Like I told you, I came to the corner, I whispered to my dad, like, bro, he said use the other side, and I had to get up and go back out there and do it all over again.
Hold on. You broke your rib?
No. So what happened? He never broke my rib. He hit me to the body with a liver shot. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I danced around the bell ring. I get to the corner. So as you can remember, the camera for the camera for the television used to be right here in your face, right over the ropes, right? So my dad is right here in front of me. So I'm trying to get to him on this side of his ear so that we're not on camera. Like, yo, you broke my ribs. And my dad like, what? I'm like, he broke my ribs, man. It's over. And he's like, what? I think he broke my ribs. He said, huh? He said, where? I said, right here. He said, fuck that. Use the other side. Let's go. I was like, oh my God. I moved around that. You can watch the fight. I think it was a 7th or 8th round. Beginning the round, I just started moving. I had to keep moving until I could this pain go away. And I was like, if he hit me there again, fight's over. But luckily, I weathered the storm. I kept it going, and after that round was over, and after that, I started getting back, and I won the fight. I blew him out. Yeah.
Wow.
That took some tribute.
That was the hardest body shot of my career that I ever had. So Lucas Macice and Mickey Ward, those guys probably, they gave me reality checks that made me say, okay, Zab, don't F around. You got to get serious or be serious.
Whew. That took some intestinal fortitude to get hit like that and still keep going, man. Like you that definitely some warrior type stuff. I want to move up. I want to move forward.
Oh my God! I said, oh God.
So Mel, I want to move forward to 2005, when you fought Corey Spinks and you became undisputed. Right? There's no question. They can't say you didn't do this or that. What was that feeling like? Well, you put him down in the 9th round, I believe.
Yeah, ninth round knockout. So this is part 2 of the first fight. I just went 12 rounds with him in Vegas before first time in Vegas. You know, I dropped him in the 12th round and everything, and they gave him the decision. Well, he dropped me in the 11th round. I dropped him back in the 12th round. They gave him the decision. I felt I won the fight. Don King kind of felt I won the fight. But Don King had both of us. He said, "Okay, we could, you know what I'm saying? We could get the rematch. We get the rematch. It's gonna be in St. Louis, in Corey's hometown. You ain't got no problem with that, right?" I said, "Man, listen, the way I'm feeling right now, I'll fight Corey in the kitchen of his house with his parents right now." You know what I mean? This is how serious I am about doing this rematch. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Oh yeah." So now he see my enthusiasm of how I'm feeling. He's like, "Yeah, well, you know, ain't nothing in that pot, man. That pot bone dry. I'm like, bone dry, you know, with a nigga high dry as the pot. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? He said, "Listen, man, I got like a buck in it. A buck. What's a buck? You know, the first fight I got 1.5 million. The second fight I got 100,000." And I said, 100,000, that's it?
Wow.
Remember, he said, "But the opportunity, this is a big opportunity. You going for the undisputed championship of the world. You fighting Corey Pink for the second time. You dropped him in the 12th round, so you should have his number by now." And I, you know, he's gaming me with all this. Remember, he told me a number. Now he's shooting more shit. He put more fuel on the fire now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, the shit burning like kerosene on it now. I'm like, I'm contemplating like, shit, he right. All right, let's do it. Took the fight, 100,000. But the opportunity was the greatest. I became the undisputed welterweight championship. The welterweight champion of the world that night. Right beyond a legendary, a classical walkout entrance by Nelly and Corey Spinks. You know what I'm saying? If you see the stuff that I had to go through that week of the fight and everything that I endured through St. Louis, going home with the championship of the world, undisputed championship of the world, was definitely well worth it. And as it stands today, Corey Spinks is a good friend of mine. We have a podcast together. We do a lot of speaking engagements and things together. And yeah, you know, just because you fight somebody doesn't mean that you and that guy's enemies forever.
Hey, do me a favor, Zab.
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
Can you tell us what your podcast is called so we can post it up here and there'll be a link to go to it?
It's Champ Talk. It's called Champ Talk on TikTok. It's on TikTok. It's called Champ Talk. Zab Judah and Corey Spinks and Cat.
Man, and like I said, man, I appreciate you just giving, like, you being accessible to the people, because there's a lot of champions out there that feel like that they're bigger than the people, and you are like very down to earth, and we appreciate that. Like, seriously.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
So you gotta remember this, right? It's not what makes me feel good. It's not what boxing say about me. It's what the people say about me. Because no matter what happened with a regular, it's what the people say. Because people don't care about that. They like, wait, I don't care about what the fuck they said happened or what. We know what really happened, and you our guy, and that's it. And I'm like, okay, that's what makes me feel good. That's what I feel good at.
Yeah, because we all used to be in the hood, like, you know what I'm saying? Come here, nigga, Zab Judah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wanted to be what we see on TV, because we didn't have the social media back then. We didn't have the phones and the computers and stuff. We only had the TV and the HBO. We still in pay-per-view and stuff like that. We like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? We watching the Zab Judah fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for being like a inspiration to my brother that made me be the inspiration to you. Like, it means a lot. It means the world to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, man, you and Mike Tyson's the reason why I love boxing, man. Like, straight up. So.
And I'm upset. I am upset that you weren't in any of the fight nights. I'm over have to fight with Ike Cortez.
And I was in fight night one.
It was a fight night one? I missed that one.
See, I told y'all.
I was in all the fight nights, but when the Undisputed came out, they didn't put me in Undisputed yet. So just
okay.
So hold on. Time
they
out.
put somebody every day in that though, so he might be in it tomorrow. You never know. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Hold on. So let me ask you a question. If you playing fight night, you using yourself?
Oh, 100%.
He said nobody else.
I was the man in fight night. I was nice in fight night. They had my character was good, and I figured out how to use that mother effer too. I figured it out. I said, listen, You gonna work on this joint? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he was like, nobody could use me but me.
Right.
That's crazy.
If I'm fighting you, you can't beat me on me. No, I'm on me. Zab, who you picking? Me? I'm picking me.
Now, did they
I
get
respect
anything
it.
wrong? Like, did you call EA Sports? Like, nah, man, you got my jab wrong. Like, did they do anything wrong?
So back then, we had to go into the studio, put all these sticky things all over us, and do like shadow boxing, and throw punches, and all that kind of stuff. And then they took whatever levels of what they was measuring and put it onto the game. So that's why, like, my character was really good because my character was designed by myself.
Oh, that's
Wow.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's dope. I like that, man. I like that.
And look,
So,
because I'm a battle rapper, like I'm a famous battle rapper. I battle Charlie Clips, K Shine, and a lot of other people. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I wish we had a video game that I could use myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I bet you that's like a crazy experience for you to be like, nigga,
Yeah.
like you be around your homies like, nigga, I'm in a game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Word.
you know what I'm saying?
Word.
So go ahead, Bub, with your question, man.
hey, and I'm gonna go in your era and then all time. So in your era, from '96 all the way up to 2019,
Mm-hmm.
Hold on,
who
you just
were?
retired in the 2019? That's
Yeah,
it?
Yeah.
bruh. Yeah, that's it. That's it. He been fighting.
Yeah.
That's what he do. Cause
Cuz
I
was
have another.
fighting at 40.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
oh, yeah, 41.
Man.
41.
Yeah.
He fought Danny Garcia at that age.
Yeah.
Yeah, bruh.
That's
Like,
diabolical.
so
Shout out to
I'm
Dan.
41. I'm 41. I ain't fighting nobody, bro. I'm just letting you know. I ain't fighting nobody. but
who
go
were
ahead.
the top five uh, uh, boxers in your era, and then the top five boxers all time, in your weight in the in the welter middleweights.
Around our fight was like probably me, Floyd, Trinidad,
Felix Trinidad. Yeah.
um, Pacquiao was making a name for himself. He was coming up the ladder. Pacquiao was out. Manuel Marquez. Oscar De La Hoya was around.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
Pernell Whitaker. You know, yeah.
He was nice. Pernell was nice, yo.
His
Yeah,
defense was crazy, man.
Pernell was my mentor. I was boxing with Pernell since I was 16 years old. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? And I had my pro debut as the co-main event on Pernell's card with him. You know what I mean? So, you know,
Wow.
shout to Pernell, man. That's
Shout
my
out.
mentor, my hero. You know what I'm saying? I was at the funeral day one,
Mm.
man. That's my guy. That's my guy, man. Great guy.
Yeah. What has boxing taught you as a human? How does boxing contribute to the man that you are today, just character wise?
It teaches you can't listen what comes, you know, what people say bullshit about you. You just can't take it to heart because over the period of time you learn that people just talk. They just talk because they have a mouth. You know what I'm saying? Opinions are something that everyone has. So you know what I'm saying? You can never take it personally because it comes out of everybody's mouth. You know what I'm saying? This guy got an opinion, a certain opinion about you, and that guy got a certain opinion, and that guy got a certain opinion, and that guy. So how could I take any of this shit to heart? You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it taught me is tough skin. You know what I'm saying? Fight back. Always fight back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not physically. You don't got to physically fight back, but just stand up for yourself. You know, have some dignity, have some pride of us. You know, it's a lot of world champions, but they're cowards. They lay down. They run. You know what I'm saying? They don't deal with stuff. They don't deal with stuff head on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's why you see them have personal problems and they spaz out and do crazy stuff. You see them doing stuff because why? It wasn't a stand-up person. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't play none of that bullshit. You know, I'm not getting no bunch of security. I got 10 brothers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm not doing all that. I mean, yeah, if I get security, it's for some crowd control. But for the most part, I'm not doing that, man. I'm not fucking with you, so don't fuck with me. You fuck with me, you're gonna find out. 6 times. You're gonna find out. 6 times.
Now, before my brother asks this question, I gotta ask this question to you. You said you got 10 brothers, right?
Yeah.
What's your record against your brothers? Be real.
Real talk, Pops didn't play that. My Pops was very strict. He
Mm.
said, "Yeah,
Word.
if I catch y'all fighting each other, the two that fought, he beat the shit out of both of us." It happened, and we got beat both of us. You think like, no, he hit me for both of y'all. You're like, oh shit, what about? You know what I mean? I got beat up earlier by him and beat up again. This is bullshit. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a dope pops right there, man. Hey, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Yeah.
Hey, yo,
We together.
against my brother right here, I'm like 0 in a million. I swear to Jesus.
0 in a
Like,
million.
like 0 in a million. Like, he just, like, I don't know what it was. It was like, like
What
the,
it is, you can't let little bro win, period. Anyway, like
Oh,
whatever you could win, I'm
Anything.
gonna figure out a way to put more pain in you so that you know don't fuck around. I'm big bro, so I can't even give you this notion in your head that you could beat me.
No,
when
because
you look
look,
at
he's
me, you gotta have that respect. Like, yo, bro, what up? You good? Like,
yo, that's how it was. Cause look, he 4.5 years older than me. Like us, our cousins, like Bub. I have a couple cousins, you know what I'm saying? And we used to go in the backyard and put on boxing gloves and duke it out. I tried to kill this nigga the one day. Like I'm sitting there, whoosh, whoosh, like I'm on Mike Tyson's Punch Out, like whoosh. He ducking it, like nope, Zab Judah. Yep, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm like, why can't I hit him? He was like, cause you can't, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He just sitting there. Then he leaned back and hit me with one good one. I was like, all right, I quit. I'm done.
See,
But yeah,
I was a wrestler. I locked it up. I was a wrestler.
my brother was a wrestler too.
I let them box. Hey, I'm a grab you, toss you. You know, I was a wrestler, man.
So you good in the shoot? You good around the shoot? You gonna shoot at him?
Absolutely.
Take him straight down. Oh yeah, see, yeah.
My wrestling record is almost like your amateur record.
see. You know, a good wrestler could be a boxer's nightmare. Why? Once we get off our feet, that's it. We're damaged. You know what I'm saying? The fight's damn near over. You know what I'm saying? When we ain't standing up. So wrestlers, they're gonna take you down. But it's that 10% of you putting that head down and shooting your ass in there and catching the uppercut. Boom!
Hey yo, and you got the meanest. Yo, hey yo, I watched some of
Very
his
true.
highlights.
Very true.
He got the meanest uppercut I done seen ever, yo. The quickest and meanest uppercut. Yo, I'm like, yo, look, yo. That's sending somebody to hell. That uppercut is mean. And he doesn't look, he stands still and he do it. He be, bop. I'll be like, whoa, what did he just do?
So, in my uneducated opinion, right? I think you have like some of the best footwork, you know, and now it makes sense because you said you trained under Purnell, who also had some of the best defense, some of the best footwork. That makes a lot of sense, and that's why his uppercut so lethal. You don't think that he's moving, but he got there anticipating the move. Bang! He's there already. So, man, and I'm gonna ask you this: what about your fighting style? Do you think is better than anyone else's? That's superior to anyone else?
Probably my combination of how I put together speed with power. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of fighters today that do that. You find fighters that either have one or the other. They either be a good boxer with no power or a hard puncher with no kind of real fundamental. You know what I'm saying? It's really rare to find both together. Speed, power, accuracy. You know what I'm saying? Down when they got that. I mean, Terrence Crawford is probably the last guy that we know of that has that. You know what I'm saying? He is the last, well, he was right after myself, the last undisputed welterweight champ of the world. And I was the last undisputed champ of the world right before him. So, and then he got it after me. You know what I mean? So what I say, you know, he's probably the last well-rounded, probably him and Benavidez. I got to put David in it too, because David's a very fast, big guy with fast hands and throw a lot of combinations. And, you know, you don't find guys throwing combinations no more. Think about it.
Very
guys,
true.
Everybody, one, two, one, 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not guys. You know you know what I'm saying? Crawford put together great combinations. David Benavidez put together great combinations. You know what I'm saying? So
Let me
Absolutely.
let me get two questions off if you can, and you might not be able to answer any of these. So I watch you on Mill Street Boxing, so on and so forth, right? And I'm not sure if you have a connection with the Devin Haney family. I thought I heard something like that. I could be wrong, so I don't want to put that out there. My question to you is a boxing aficionado. Devin Haney is one of my favorite fighters at this time. And I want to know, why do you feel like he's the most hated fighter, but yet he fights anybody, ducks no smoke, has great footwork and ring IQ, but yet the world hates him? Could you give me an explanation why you think that might be it?
I mean, number one, you preaching to the choir. Devin Haney is my godson.
There
You
it
know what I'm
is.
saying? Yeah. You know,
See, see, I
you
I
know.
know.
never knew that. Hey,
See,
hey,
but
Yeah.
hey, hey, Ron. Hey.
you don't be watching. You don't be watching. There
Like,
you
bro,
go.
you remember the photo they always show him as a young kid carrying the belt to the ring? That's
Yep,
me.
yep.
He carrying my
Okay.
belt. That's my undisputed
Wow.
belt.
Okay.
That's my ring belt. You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
that's me right behind him. I'm standing right behind him. You know what I'm saying?
So
So I was there day one when Devin came in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Bill, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? That's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling somebody earlier. I said I commend the factor that what Bill put together. Bill wasn't a boxing guy. Bill was a street guy, but he said, you know what? I made a substantial comfort that I can supply and help my family with. So my son likes boxing. I'm going to get the biggest and the best and the greatest people of the boxing world and align them with my son. That's exactly what Bill did. And then along with you guys teaching my son, I'm gonna be right here to learn. He had my father, he had Floyd Mayweather's father, he had Freddie Roach, he had the likes and the greats of everybody that came around from the East Coast to the West Coast. They came along and they taught Devin something. But Bill stood along and he absorbed the information himself. So when people say, is he qualified to stand in the corner? Why not? I was right here the
mhm.
whole time too with my son, and you know what I'm saying, receiving this information. My son was receiving it physical and I was receiving it informational. You know what I'm saying? But together, collectively, we all receive the information. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when people say that, the father-son combination in between Bill and Devin was great. The father combination between Zab and Yoel was a great combination. You know what I'm saying? So,
For dope.
can it work? Yes, it can.
Dope. Let me get this last one off. Okay, so they say before Terrence Crawford beat Carnelo that Tank was the face of boxing. I feel like Tank ducks the smoke with great fighters. I feel like that he only fights Mexican fighters. Do you believe that's true, or do you feel like Tank really was the face of boxing?
Tank was the face of boxing 100%. And I don't think that he ducks anybody. I think that
Mm.
in the Tank situation, it comes down to negotiation because he has put himself on a situation where he demands a certain number. So if you're not able to come up with this number, I think that's the reason for some of these big fights not being able to make it happen. As
Mm.
far as
Makes
what you're about to say. And then also it doesn't add that he has troubles and issues outside the ring, which enables him or enables people to really believe in him to be able to put up these type of investment and do things like that and believe in a mega fight or something's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So, like I said, with Javante Davis, it's unfortunate about what's happening right now. I hope the brother gets help. You know what I'm saying? He is one of my favorite little guys. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite little fighters. 100%. Everybody know I like Tank. I see a lot of myself inside Tank and about how he do.
Wow.
Being left-handed, being aggressive, coming forward. You know what I'm saying? Being monstrous. You know what I'm saying? Even to just controlling your temper. Stories that I hear, I like, wow, it remind me a lot of myself. But you know what I'm saying? I figured it out with the will of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's what I send back to my brother. Lock in with the will of the Lord, and you'll figure it out yourself too.
Hey
That's
man,
right.
I got one more question before we get out of here. And by the way, before we go, man, like I said, man, me and my family going through something right now. Me and my older brother, man. So for you even gracing us with your presence, man, I just want to say you made our day, bro. Like for real.
Man,
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
you, man. Word,
So,
word.
one question, right? Is it okay if I be controversial a little bit, just a little,
Yeah, yeah, why
tiny bit?
not? Tab it.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Who is the most overrated and
Mm,
underrated boxer to you?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
mm. Okay. All right, Dan. That's what you're doing.
Overrated, the most over. But you know what? You know what? And this is what I do, and you probably can check. I don't like to put people in categories or boxes that I feel like, even though if I see it, my father always told me, he said, you can't say nothing nice about a person, keep it to yourself. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? And I wouldn't want to call a fighter overrated because I know the hard work, dedication, and blood, sweat, and tears it takes to put into this fight. So for me to say a fighter that put their hard work, sweat, blood, sweat, and tears, oh, he's garbage, he's overrated. That's not nice. You know what I'm saying? And then you
yeah.
know,
He said that's not nice.
under yeah, that's not
I
nice.
could dig it. I could dig it.
I think underrated the guy that I would say right now, and everybody will probably agree with me. My guy right will agree with me is Devin Haney. Devin Haney is the most underrated fighter that people think of because why I was around when the Brian Norman Jr. fight was even mentioned. When it was
Mm,
first mentioned, nobody that I ever heard gave Devin no credit. Oh, he get knocked out. Oh, remember he came over knocking the Chinese guy out over there. That was it. They said, "Oh, he's knocking Devin out. This is it. This is Devin's last fight." I heard everything, and I said, and I told them, I said, "It's gonna be one of Devin's most easiest fights. It's gonna be one of Devin's most funnest fights. This fight right here is gonna make Devin Haney look like who he's supposed to look like." You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And Devin could tell you, yo, Zab did tell me that. He was like, my godfather told me, just go in there and work hard, and it's gonna be one of you're gonna make this boy look crazy. I knew it. You know what I'm saying? You can't fight fire with fire, but you can fight fire with some salt and some water. That shit'll go right
Mm.
out. You
Right.
gotta be smart. That's it. And that's exactly what
gotta
Devin
be
did.
smart.
So if you were
You know?
Devin Haney's like, you know what I mean, part of his team, part of his promotion team and his PR and all that, who would you put him against next? Like,
Um the Crockett guy. I like Crockett because he holds something. I think anybody that we should go after next should be it's people that that's holding something. You know what I'm saying? That
mm,
has a title. Why? So that we can lock up and unify this division that become undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Fighting guys
Yeah.
with no belts and no name recognition or no heavy figure, 9-figure, 10-figure deals on the table. It doesn't make sense. Let's go ahead and fight the champion and lock the division up. And then
right.
once Devin locked all the belts up together on his side, the money has to be generated. It has to. The,
Right.
the names the names gotta come to Devin. It's gotta come. You know what I mean? So, like I said, guys, we did it one time. We'll do it again.
Absolutely. I got one more question now. Is there any young up and comer fighters that we don't know of yet that you've seen and that we should watch out for?
Young up and coming guys.
That you
My
feel
father
like
got
that could be something.
Yeah, my father got a fighter right now out of New York City, Holly Mentros. He's a Cuban, a Cuban American fighter. He's bad. He's a knockout artist. I gotta look him
Mm,
up. You know what I'm saying? He's a hard. I mean, he's a knockout artist. Um, he's already in the game, so I can't say up and coming because he's champion of the world. But Abdullah Mason, I think that he's gonna take 2026.
okay.
He's gonna do something spectacular to let everybody know. Wait a minute, I'm here and I'm a force to be reckoned with. I really like Abdullah Mason.
Mm.
Okay, hold on. I got one more question, I promise, and then we're gonna go. I got one more.
So
Yo,
good.
because this is a question that I really wanted to ask you. So we have conversations about the goats, right?
Mhm.
Right? Like Muhammad Ali's a goat. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather.
Mhm.
Yo, like, do you think Terrence Crawford is more
Mhm.
of a goat than Floyd Mayweather, or either
Well,
which
see,
side?
I don't think it's a comparison to me because I feel like they both goaded and they both own fashion. Why goat? Floyd was the goat in a different era than Terrence Crawford is the GOAT. Terrence Crawford is the right now, this era's GOAT. Right now. You know, all these young boys, right? Terrence Crawford is the GOAT. There's nothing you can say about it. We can't say Terrence Crawford was the GOAT with Pernell Whitaker, Aka De La Hoya, Tito Stratton,
Right.
because he wasn't there. He wasn't with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't
Yeah,
with
throw
us.
yourself in there, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't with us. You know what I'm saying? So we can't add his name to our equation. So when Floyd Mayweather was with us, so Floyd Mayweather is the GOAT of that era, and Terrence Crawford is the GOAT of this era. So in their own right format, they both goated. They both goated in my eyes.
Right. Well, again, Zab, man, thank you so much for joining us. Man, look, when there's some boxing stuff going on, like a next main event, can we have you back on?
Hit me.
My man, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you. And
thank you, sir.
Hey, yo, man, God bless you, man, and thank you very much. Get back to your day, bro.